We don't have jurisdiction. Same thing I can tell you. For example, if crimes occur on the soil of non-state parties by non-state parties persons, we don't have jurisdiction. Whatever the crime is, unless UN Security Council refer the situation to us. So we have the limitation under the Rome Statute. What kind of crimes and what kind of people and the jurisdiction on the... We don't have jurisdiction. Same thing I can tell you. For example, if crimes occur on the soil of non-state parties by non-state parties persons, we don't have jurisdiction. Whatever the crime is, unless UN Security Council refer the situation to us. So we have the limitation under the Rome Statute. What kind of crimes and what kind of people and the jurisdiction on the... We don't have jurisdiction. Same thing I can tell you. For example, if crimes occur on the soil of non-state parties by non-state parties persons, we don't have jurisdiction. Whatever the crime is, unless UN Security Council refer the situation to us. So we have the limitation under the Rome Statute. What kind of crimes and what kind of people and the jurisdiction on the territory.
Truly very thankful for that, for your expression of support to the President, and then for your expression of
love.
Yes, solidarity, and of your, I don't have the word just now, but I can think of disgust of what happened to him, how he was taken from his country and brought to a foreign jurisdiction against his will. So maybe we continue to let the government know that what they did was wrong. What they did to a former president and a Filipino citizen was wrong. And then we demand that there be some sort of accountability in our country for what happened.
Agree.
So that it doesnn't happen again. We cannot really remedy the situation right now. No? Sinasabi ko, hindi naman na natin siya maibabalik doon. But just to make sure that it doesn't happen again, because I heard, and I do not know if it's true, that there are other warrants of arrest coming out for other accused in the
supporters.
case. So yes, we need to learn from what happened, and we need to make the government understand that they did something wrong.
Ano ang dapat na narrative para sa mga tunay na supporters? Kasi maraming media din na nagbibigay ng kanilang interpretation. For us that truly support Duterte, ano yung pinaka-message sa lahat namin na ano yung talagang tunay na nangyari dito?
Ang tunay na nangyari dito, I already consulted a lawyer, no? Ang tawag doon sa ginawa ay extraordinary rendition. Yun yung pagkuha ng isang citizen sa kanyang bayan at dinala siya sa ibang jurisdiction, in this case the ICC, a foreign jurisdiction or a foreign country, at kinulong siya doon. And ang gumawa nun ay ang gobyerno. Sa revised penal code natin, it's kidnapping, pero ang kidnapping ay gumagawa private individuals, di ba, mga kidnap for ransom gangs, gano'n. Ang nangyari dito, ang gumawa ay yung gobyerno. At nakikita naman natin na hindi nila dinideny yung ginawa nila, at sinasabi pa nga nila, tama yung ginawa nila. Pero from the perspective of international law, it's all wrong.
Hindi tayo member ng ICC na, di ba?
Yes, we are currently not a member of ICC anymore. So there was no obligation to cooperate. Apart from that, the Philippine government questioned jurisdiction during the appeals. And although it was not taken up, it was not decided, the jurisdiction, but there was a dissenting opinion there by 2 judges that said, that, yes, there is no jurisdiction at this point in the investigations of the prosecutor.
So, VP, are we waiting until September, or there's a remedy that we're going to do?
We're currently working on things for him.
That's good. Because this is gonna happen like from here on until September. Everyone's gonna be here, so they don't want that. The neighborhood here don't want that.
Okay.
Not everyone will be here because it's a private, like.
I guess what is happening right now will make the ICC understand as well.
Correct.
It's really good.
What they're doing is an injustice.
Just send them home. Just send them home. That's it.
That's what we want. Send them home. Sir, yung aking double chin dyan sa...
Yana mo gamay.
Tuluhod na lang po ako.
Sige.
Sara dito wala. Nakaslim pa.
Next president. She is.
Patahimikin po natin siya. Something happened to us. They were taking my son. He was 16 years old. So, tahimik lang po. So, ito, tinulong kami. This barangay captain, the wife ang bayaw or uncle niya and yun po so
kuya, baba lang kayo kuya. Kasi yung ulo niyo po nakikita na lang sa camera natin.
so yun po
Down. Para fair sa lahat yan.
I have now an advocacy for human rights crimes committed by police. Sure, you want politicians. And so that is my advocacy to just relate to you. If you ever go into office, please fight for these people who have been abused by the police. Because they say that the gospel is doing all of this crime that was happening. Maybe but according to what we have received
For Jamie usually.
Para fair ba sa lahat?
Fair for everybody.
tapos sinubuhan lang po mga tao. Dapat yung picture nila sa isang set.
That's quiet.
Picture nila lagyan po ng mga tao. So this is a violation of human rights against police. And I have put something here that I hope I will keep po sa just to relay something to you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you for your reasons worth, sir. Sabi nga ni Pangulong Duterte kanina doon sa loob, no? Sabi niya, sa kanyang buong political career, hindi daw siya humabol against political opposition. Wala siyang pinahirapan, hinabuso, hinaras, hineten na political opposition. Lahat ng hinabol niya ay mga drug syndicates, drug pushers, mga kriminal. Yun yung kanyang advokasya. Sinabi niya, ang advokasya ko talaga is anti-crime and anti-drug. Kung naiintindihan naman yun ng mga tao dahil kita nila kung ano yung epekto ng peace and order sa isang bayan.
Quiet lang po, quiet.
Oh, di mo ka.
Ilang ba? Tubang na rin?
Let her in. Let her in.
Circle po, yung circle lang. Circle natin. Sorry.
Ginawa at nangyari kay Pangulong.
Oh, natubang na ninyo. White lang.